The 1960s, a decade of musical revolution and vanishing acts. The 1960s were a pivotal era for rock music, witnessing an explosion of creativity that birthed everything from hard rock to psychedelic soundscapes. Many bands soared to incredible heights, leaving an indelible mark on music history. However, some promising acts, despite their talent and impact, faded from the spotlight as the decade drew to a close. Let's revisit some of these fascinating musical stories and explore what made these bands so special. The Youngbloods, pioneers of folk and psychedelic rock. Hailed by many as a highly influential group, the Youngbloods were a significant force in the folk and psychedelic rock scenes. Yet, despite their undeniable influence, their mainstream success was surprisingly short-lived. Their most iconic track, a cover of Chet Power's Get Together, soared into the top 40 in the U.S. However, as the 1970s dawned, their presence on the charts dwindled. The band ultimately disbanded in 1972, though they did reunite briefly in the mid-1980s. The Cufflinks, masters of studio craft and pop rock. This American pop rock outfit was a studio band, and their work showcased the innovative use of vocal harmonies and recording techniques prevalent at the time. They achieved a top 10 hit in 1969 with the song Tracy, a beautiful example of their craft. While When Julie Comes Around and Run Sally Run saw only marginal chart success. Though the exact date is unclear, it seems the band's last release was in 1975. Bubble Puppy, psychedelic rock from Texas with a short-lived buzz, active from 1967 to 1972 with intermittent reunions. Bubble Puppy brought a whimsical touch to the psychedelic rock scene. Though they are still together today, their major chart success was confined to the late 1960s. Their hits, Hot Smake Sassafras and If I Had a Reason, were notable acid rock anthems in 1969, as was their debut album, A Gathering of Promises. Sadly, their second album didn't chart, and the band dissolved by 1972. But here's where it gets controversial. Could these bands have adapted to the changing musical landscape of the 1970s? What factors contribute to a band's lasting success? Do you think these bands were underrated? Share your thoughts in the comments.